another 10-minute Global Now Tech Talk. And today it's a very special day. We're in Plano, Texas, and we have the good fortune. It's fairly nice weather sitting
Yeah.
outside of this is called Turbo Coffee, right?
Yes. Yes.
One of your favorite places.
It is a new favorite of mine.
Recommended. So, and the treat today is I have a special guest, Kristina
Hello.
Witmer. She is a longtime friend and also a great partner in the areas of marketing. Her company, and she'll explain this a bit later, they have helped us with marketing in the past for both GlobalNow and Verso. So very much appreciated. And what I thought would be interesting today is talk to you a little bit about what you're seeing in related to AI and how AI is maybe being used or changing marketing and using AI for marketing for tech companies and how they're applying it maybe in some of their marketing that they're doing. So just at a high level, and by the way, just enjoy the background noise that's coming in. They're doing some construction next to us.
Well, Plano is always under construction, so I think that's part of it.
Well, so are the 10-minute tech talks. They're under construction as well, constantly. So let's talk a little bit about that. Just give us a broad view of some of your thoughts. We are now down to about 9 minutes, so the clock is ticking.
Well, what's interesting about AI, especially last year, was everybody is expected to use AI and to be faster and cheaper and less people. So it really put a lot of pressure on agencies, and we support tech companies, but it put pressure on sales teams, on everybody to be more effective, do faster with less, which is really a struggle, right?
Yes, it is.
But fortunately, I'm super processed about how we approach things. So we've found some really great ways to use AI
actually work and
tools to be more efficient and faster.
Yeah.
And the other thing is social posts. People were spending so much time doing a social post, and the value is not there. So if you're putting all this energy into a LinkedIn post and you're not getting more value out of it, it's kind of crazy because eventually, why did you spend?
So you said
it's gone. That post is gone.
So you mean using AI, they were emphasizing more social posts, or the fact that AI would reduce the amount of investment in the social post, or both?
I guess maybe both, but I guess what I was trying to say was that the AI thing was a factor of just how people were viewing everyone in the workforce.
Yeah.
But then the other piece that came to play was how much time are you spending creating a social post? If you flip that upside down, we start talking about content cycles, content as a cycle. So using AI tools, I can very efficiently create bigger long form content and pull 10 things from it. So I'm not wasting your time looking at a social post. You're looking at the big idea. And then I'm just executing it 10 different places for you. And then you actually appreciate it because it's not, it was a whole 30 minutes of my time, an hour on a social post. It's not the ROI is just not there.
I see. So this is kind of the one-to-many concept. I think I've heard of this. So yeah, I'm cheating. She shared that with me. But that makes great sense. So does the AI help with the creation of the initial content, or is it mostly about parsing that content out to get multiple touches, I guess?
Yeah, so it's actually both. And I'll tell you a secret. It's going to blow your mind, though. So
expectations are high.
There's two approaches to this, but let's just take a client example. Sales team is having calls every week, right, with prospects. Those calls are all being recorded now, right?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, to reference and otherwise.
You mean the recording apps that float around and follow you everywhere?
And we use Fathom, and there's a few Read AI,
Read
there's
AI,
others, but I'm a big fan of Fathom. But what we're doing is, salespeople, give us a couple calls a month.
Yeah.
The recordings. Let us grab those transcripts, and using AI, we can quickly filter out very valuable messaging.
Wow.
And
does it help you build the messaging as well?
Yeah. I mean, it's a shortcut to more valuable messaging, because otherwise you're talking about sales, talking to marketing about what do they need.
Right.
And it's always a broken whatever connection.
It's very fragmented, and you get all these gaps.
Yeah. So by hearing what the prospects are asking, or even what excites them, what motivates them, that is the messaging that you want to convey to other people.
So it better captures that messaging, so it'll be better positioning for a particular client or a market or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So,
And I'll go another step further.
okay.
It truly captures it, right?
Okay.
So it does better, but it truly captures it. It's a recording. AI is really good at filtering through a lot of information.
Uh-huh. Right.
AI has limits when you try to push it, but
Uh-huh.
filtering out stuff
Uh-huh.
and working with it to get points,
Uh-huh.
it's really good at that.
Yeah, that's the
So
strength.
then I can say, okay, what am I want to create? I want website content. I want a LinkedIn newsletter. I
Right.
want sales emails. I want social posts. I want Google My Business
Okay.
stuff.
So,
I
but
want all this stuff.
can you adjust to each one of those? Because
Yeah.
not only format, but even does the content
Yeah.
modify depending on what channel you're actually pushing or?
Yeah. So what I have to do is have built in, we have silos of client information. So I have to
Uh-huh.
build in your personas and your goals and what you sell.
Okay.
So then when I'm looking at content, I can say, based on this audience and this whatever, let's start with the longer form content and then
Uh-huh.
we can start slicing it up into pieces. This
Uh-huh.
even includes give me a YouTube short script,
Okay. All
okay,
right.
for me to use or for the salesperson to use
Uh-huh.
for whoever. So it's, yeah.
So do you guys then use your kind of marketing knowledge or expertise to look at that cycle, as
Mhm.
you call it, and say what should be applied and when the pay all
And you identify these things, then you
right.
start to know it's repeatable over 6 months in a
Yeah.
way, not the
Yeah.
exact same message, but the exact same idea.
Right.
And one of the big problems for companies is they get off message all the time.
Yeah. Right.
Stay on these points that you wanna say because the audience is it just takes them forever to get to know you.
So it takes forever, but also there's a kind of a consistency issue
Mhm.
that this can help.
Yep.
So you had a little more adherence and those kinds of
Yeah.
things. So,
And, I mean, when you look at more of an Excel grid of where does this content message go,
uh-huh,
and you start looking at the different places, you start looking at, okay, sales emails
uh-huh,
or a sales infographic.
uh-huh.
And when I can start helping sales directly,
Yeah.
marketing is such a no-brainer. When
Right.
marketing is siloed, it's so hard
And
to
there's
prove.
frustrations between sales and
Mm,
market sales is
yeah,
always asking, what are you giving me that's going to
yeah,
help us sell more?
but
And then there's a lot of disputes. So
yeah,
this it's a little more seamless.
but when you share your recording with a recent prospect,
Uh-huh.
and we're not ever talking about the person's name or who they're talking to, but I can
Right.
glean all that stuff.
Right.
It is shortening the process, which is what we have to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of what, the attention span and those kinds of things, or just
I mean,
because
the
of
value of it,
oh, okay.
the perception that AI can do these things.
Uh-huh.
I have clients who say, put it into AI. Well, it doesn't create great video. It
Yeah.
just doesn't do
Mm,
everything.
right.
But when you start pushing it to
I
say,
thought
okay, talk to this person or
right.
say this stuff, that
Well, I
you can
think
get it.
this is more interesting actually than creating a video, whatever. I mean, we
Yeah.
get that. The fact that you can accelerate
Mm-hmm.
sales, maybe
Yeah.
reduce the costs
Mm,
and just see better performance
yep.
from a revenue standpoint.
Right.
To me, that's the golden
Yeah.
goose. So I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, there's no need for marketing people, marketing companies anymore. Is
Exactly.
that what I heard?
No, no, no. But what's funny is we've been around, I think this is our 16th year, but
Yeah.
man, it's always been such a huge struggle to bridge the gap and
Yeah.
even talk to sales so you can know what to say.
Yeah.
But this is a real shortcut and it's a game changer. And when I talk to the president of a company, he loves this
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
wants to force this.
Yeah.
And there is no longer a battle.
That's wonderful. Well, I hate to say this, but I think we're close to our 10 minutes based on what
Wow.
I can see. Yeah. Yeah, it's extremely valuable, Christina. I really appreciate it. There's a lot more that you can share. We're going to do more of these in the future.
Yep.
I'll make sure you have Christina's contact information. Once again, I thank you. This is very well
Yeah.
done. So, all right. Once again, we're out from Turbo and
Coffee in Plano on Coit.
thank you very much. So enjoy it.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.